And the thing is, too, is I eat in public pretty much like how I'm going to eat at home. Like, and I have to catch myself sometimes because these little, this one doesn't have much cheese on it or anything. Like these like round ones and stuff.
That's a one bite.
Fuck, dang, there's so many times I agree with you, and it's getting disgusting.
That's a one biter.
Goot, what about you? What is? Hold on, let me for scale here. How many bites is that for you usually? If you're eating that in public? Yeah,
one bite.
So I'm sitting there doing that. I'm always getting like a look like, "Hey, fat ass," and I'm like, first of all, if there is a loaded nacho on that chip, and you're taking 2 bites on it, that cheese and everything else is going to wind up on your face. But if you do a one biter, it limits how much is going to get in your stash and shit.
Yeah, you should see how T-Dog eats Cheez-Its.
Oh, she's a rat.
It's little nibbles, little tiny nibbles. She feels that she gets the most cheese when she does the little nibbles.
I'm gonna see if there's like a service where I can pay somebody in Philly to fight hers. I'm gonna get some girl and just be like, "Hey, here's $50 for you just to walk and just elbow."
That's gonna make her get like an emotional alligator. I saw the storyline today that this one guy was trying to bring his emotional alligator to the Phillies game, and they said no.
What?
Can you believe that? Yes, it's real.
There's some. Okay, you know what? Just because Max has been sharing so many AI videos too, and all I see are those Sasquatch and Yeti AI videos, and now I'm
so many.
Have you seen Stormtroopers? I've seen like Batman. Yes. I've seen Superman.
Have you seen the cops?
No.
Oh, the cops are the best.
They're top tier, dude. It's like there will be one where this like a waitress is like, "All right, here's your coffee, black," and he's sitting over there and he goes, "Oh, black," and pulls out his gun and starts shooting it.
He's like, he's resisting.
Oh, that would have tied in really good to the episode we were talking about beforehand. So much content.
The old people ones are really good too, where they like interview old people. Like they're just so good. What the?
Could you imagine?
And of course he's white.
Yeah.
Like he looks like Florida man. Like that looks like. Is that what people
His
in Philly
last
look
name
like?
would be Henny.
An emotional support alligator. And I work at hotels, and these people try to bring in every type of animal. Oh, there it goes. That lasted 2 minutes and 48 seconds, and I was the one to break it this time.
Wasn't me.
Welcome to the Bodywrong Podcast, where we say the F word quite a bit. Sometimes
way too much.
We may surprise you and hit like 12. Or if it's me and Goot, we're really well behaved. We're little Catholic schoolboys, and we'll say it 4 times. But
never going to be broken. It's never going to be broken.
No, I don't think that's a record that's going to stand up. We should get a plaque for that. Speaking of plaques and trophies, do we have a fantasy football trophy yet?
Holy shit. No.
Oh my God, you just reminded me. I never paid anybody from fantasy, so I need to do that before we start next year.
Who's I totally forgot.
Who plays? I didn't play.
So you won, didn't you?
Well, 2 years in a row now.
That's
terrible. So I think you get 120, and then who'd you play in the championship?
The second time I played Matt. The first time I played Jimmy.
Well, the first time we didn't collect money, but the second year too we did. So
when was money involved?
People sent me money.
I sent money.
Yeah.
There's 2 again already. Money makes me curse a lot. First of all, I got a plate of some delicious pulled pork nachos staring at me in the face. I'm more elevated than a giraffe's uterus, and what? Are you kidding me?
I'm dead serious. This is breaking news for me. Who was I supposed to send money to? Matt?
Me. I was the treasurer, and I was very bad at it.
Yeah, and I want to go ahead and say too that I had to pay double because I had 2 people from the household in that league. So that's. But hold on, was it Cash App or Venmo that we would have sent that? Because now I gotta look this stuff up.
Venmo probably. Yeah, it was me and T-Dog. So. So I owe you 120. I think I finished 3rd, so I get the $20 back that I put in. I think that's what we decided on, and then second place was whatever the leftover was. So 120, 60, and 20, maybe. I think that's what we decided on. We'll have to ask Matt.
Yeah, I paid $40. Blasphemy. Christmas.
Goot, I don't know if you sent me any money, Goot.
I did
Yeah,
not.
interest is you got to pay me $20 now.
So we'll deduct that from what you would have, sent me. So you would get $100.
Heck
So-
yeah.
Is there an age limit on our fantasy football league?
I mean, as long as whoever's in it doesn't mind if we talk shit to them. Like if your kid's going to join, they're going to be called a or something.
Well, I'm just worried. No, he has a worse mouth probably than I do, but I'm pretty sure he's autistic like his daddy. I'm fairly confident that he is, and he has grasped onto football and like football knowledge. And this kid has gotten extremely good at like even like 80s players and 70s players. Like he goes deep into it, and he's just like, hey, and he was talking to me about like PPRs and everything, and I'm like, hey, I was like, you want to? I was like, I'm gonna get you in a league sometime. And he goes, yeah, and he this is one thing that you'll appreciate, Max, is the fact of there's an app where you can bet theoretical money on different, like it's just like a normal betting site, but with fake money, right? And so he's telling me, he's like, hey, I got 10,000. I forget what the currency is. And he's like, but I got 10,000 on Angel Reese missing her first shot. And I'm just like, what? And he's just like, oh yeah. And so he comes up and he goes, I'm $1 million in right now. And he's just like, I got this. He's like, he doesn't even know about anything about hockey, but he's like, Edmonton's going to lose today. This is going to happen. I'm like, you have an addiction, son? What is going on? And I was like, can you put real money on here? He goes, yeah, that's for the scrubs who actually lose that free money. And I'm like, kid's got a problem.
Dude, there's actually a whole TikTok of guys, they're bettors, and it's hilarious. They put a ton of money, and they probably use that app to bet on Angel Reese missing her first shot, and they win so much money, and they freak out. Like they play it, and like as she misses, like yeah, it's just like a bunch of like 7 like white guys sitting in a room waiting for her to miss her shot.
Do you guys watch any of that WNBA at all?
Just Caitlin Clark highlights. I show my daughters it. That's it.
They do not like her.
I don't get that at all. She's
Which
the
makes
face of the league, and like she just gets like last night she got like poked in the face and like punched, like knocked down. I'm like, why is nobody swinging? Why is nobody swinging here? Hire a UFC girl, MMA girl, come in there. If she gets hurt, you go in there and take out that person. Just take them out.
Well, now they have that enforcer in that Sophie Cunningham or whatever, and like I've been preaching, she a fox.
Oh yeah,
oh she a baddie.
Well, I will say this: when Caitlin Clark was out, they lost 55% of their viewership. So, like, basically, Caitlin Clark is paying all their salary. So,
pretty much.
At the end of the day, you can hate her as much as you want, but she's brought in millions of dollars. So you should be kissing her ass.
And that kind of defeated the purpose of Angel Reese's argument of she's like, hey, it's not just Caitlin Clark that is bringing all the viewership to the WNBA. It's like, well, it definitely is. It's like it kind of proved that with the viewership rating being down that she significantly increases viewership.
I mean,
They try so hard to compare her to Caitlin Clark. They try so hard, and
like,
she gets roasted in the comments. Roasted.
Does she understand how bad she gets made fun of? I mean, I wish I could ask her that question. Do you realize how bad you get made fun of? How much you suck? Like,
she trademarked Me Bound.
Yeah.
And she's like having fun with it or something. They're like, no, she just wants to try to make money off of that shit because she knows that's all she's got.
Yeah.
I mean, whenever she gets a triple double and everything else, and solely because she gets her own rebounds consistently. But like, I mean, that Paige, I always mess up her last name, Beckers. I forget what her name was, but she's on Dallas now. But she's awesome.
Oh, Buckner.
Becker.
She's from UConn. I know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Paige. Yeah. She was hurt last year, but she's awesome to watch. There's who was that one that always transferred? That Haley. I can't remember her last name either. I'm having a brain fart, but she's part of Chicago now too, and I bet she's regretting having to play with Angel Reese yet again. Van Lith, I think is her last name. Van Lith. It is Haley Van Lith. Look at me supporting women everywhere.
Do you guys follow Clay Travis?
Nah.
So he's like big on like political talk on the radio, but he did Outkick. It was like on Instagram, like his just covering sports. He's out of Tennessee, Nashville. He offered up $1 million for Angel Reese to play him one-on-one basketball and she blocked him on Twitter or X. And I'm like, come on, yeah, make it happen.
I mean, if I were her, I'd do it. I mean, dude, I saw this one TikTok and I was laughing for like an entire day about it. But it was some guy was in a grocery store and he picked up the box of Wheaties with her face on it.
Yeah.
And he tried to throw it in the cart and it fell off. And he did it like 3 more times. And when he picked up the box, he goes, "Oh, okay." And then when he threw it again, it still bounced off.
Yeah, see that like time to time on X. I love that thing.
So good. I watch it every time, even though I've seen it a million times by now.
I've been seeing a lot of the guys who have been pretending to be ice cream machine repairmen for McDonald's, and he's just over like pressing like random buttons and shit, act like he's fixing it, and he'd be like, "This isn't even broken, man. What are you doing?" Just like threatening the employees. Like, it's awesome. Like, that has been the highlight of my TikTok evening.
This is this guy's algorithm, Goot.
Dude,
McDonald's and fake fixing videos. Meanwhile, I have nonstop AI Yetis, stormtroopers, old people. For some reason, there's this one TikTok, and they have like different channels. Well, I sent the one to you. It was a redneck channel. One was a black person channel, and it's just all AI of the craziest shit. Like the craziest shit. I'm sure Google VO did not expect this to be what all of the people were going to do with the AI videos.
And it's what we want.
It's hilarious.
It's amazing. I can't even beat off now without getting ads saying, "Are you tired of real girls? Meet AI girls and get busty." And I'm just like, what the hell? I was like, all right, let me click on it. Is this in VR as well? Shit, sign me at $4.99. All right.
The look in your eyes, right?
Yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm getting I've seen it almost all. Like, I remember what I started with whenever I was a teenager. I was preteen even. The shit that I had a cousin that was in the military that was like 10 years older than me. So not good. I don't know. Did you guys ever have a web TV or remember what that was?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So we had it was like you would connect the keyboard was wireless and it would connect this device to your TV, and the TV would essentially become your monitor, and that's how you would connect to the web and use this keyboard. But he would look up, and it was called bizarresex.com. And it was from everything from people getting, molested by horses to, scat, just anything. This guy was playing the most, and he's just sitting there looking, he's like laughing. He goes, "Look at this." And I'm like, "Sir, I'm 10. What the hell are you doing to me?" So I've seen it all. I
will say this is the best transition that we've ever done, going from the WNBA to horses molesting people.
I'm taking it back. It took me back how seamless it was. I'm like, where's this going? I'm like, this is great. Let's go with it.
Like, you just see Charlie. You just see Charlie from It's Always Sunny with the dots. And like, in my head, I'm like, how the fuck we get here?
I don't even remember what we were even saying that even correlated to that, but it all comes back.
The AI was the central thing.
That's right. That AI shit. It's crazy. But those videos, I mean, anywhere from every time I see the Sasquatch or the Yeti in there, I know I'm like this. I'm gonna repost it. Like, this is amazing shit here. And
so good.
I like how he usually changes ethnicities depending on what the subject is. Like, he'll start off as like a white guy, and then he'll be running away as a black guy, and I'm like, what? Like,
dude, have you seen the old lady cooking ones?
What? No.
Oh, dude, it's almost like this old, like, it looks like an old grandma, and she's putting cookies down, and like there'll be a big fat white girl that walks up, and she's like, "Those don't look good." She's like, "Shut up, you!" It's like, "Shut up, you walking cookie, you fat piece of shit. You're gonna eat them." And then there was one where it was like a black grandma, and she was talking, and this guy walks. He was old, and he's like, "I got the milk." She's like, "Dad, you've been gone for 45 years." You were supposed to come back with that 45 years ago. He goes, "Oh, all right, well, this," and he just leaves again. I was laughing so hard, dude. Like,
you saying that?
How are they doing this?
I don't know. It's just magic.
How? It is so good. Like, oh my God. Matt's going to have a field day editing this episode.
I mean, you saying that on Father's Day, I saw some meme saying it's like this white guy and this black girl, and like, I only date black girls because I don't like fathers. And I was like,
There's the amount of homophobic and racist stuff that I've seen on AI that has gotten millions of likes and stuff.
Oh,
it's
dude.
Still on there. I'm just kind of like...
I almost sent you guys one today. And it was a white cop outside. It was a white cop outside of a KFC, and he goes, "I'm spawn camping this bitch." The black guy comes out, and he's just like, and then a gun appears in the black guy's hand, like instantly. Dude, I was laughing so hard, like. But they're not leaving anyone out. Like they're getting everybody.
Oh yeah.
Like it's not like a one-sided argument. Everyone is getting wrecked.
The old people in like the supermarket that we talked about last week, like those ones, I've seen a different variations of those. I mean, like it's hitting everybody. Like even like there was one about a pregnant woman too. That I have to go look it up, but it's just I would say almost 50% of my feed I think is AI videos anymore.
Yeah, you're like shocked when you see real people, and then it's just an ad from TikTok. You're like, God damn it.
Do you think you're ever going to fall for an AI video? Because I feel like I'm getting dangerously close already.
Dude, you give it like a year. I mean, look where it is right now. I mean, that's, you know, you can only do up to 8-second videos. So as they start to flush these out, it's going to be ridiculous. But on the other side of things, just imagine like we're going to have to take like leaps and bounds for storage. Because a lot of these videos are ridiculous. I mean, you're talking gigs upon gigs. And I mean, I think we need to have that leap of like, you're going to be able to just go get, you know, what's above a terabyte? It's going to drive me nuts. I forget. No, it goes kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte, terabyte.
Nerd.
I have an IT degree and I should know this.
A petabyte.
Like you need to. That just sounds terrible.
That can't be real. That's not real.
It is real. I looked it up.
That's not real. There's no way.
Real.
It's terabyte, exabyte, zettabyte, and yottabyte.
They should change that.
This is why you shouldn't allow nerds to name shit.
They should not. We should immediately go and skip petabyte and go to exabyte.
I mean, I wouldn't lie. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Oh, I see it now, but I'm afraid that I even typed that into Google. Honestly, like that. I know it's a legit thing, but I feel like we're getting dangerous here. Like, what's next? Like, is it an Epstein byte? What the hell is? Like,
Epibyte?
Name of the episode, baby. Petabyte. There you go, man.
R. Kellybyte after that, and then what is that? OJ? No, what I'm doing. That's crazy. Oh, hold on. Did you hear about R. Kelly? He got
yeah.
What was I'm ready for Max enlighten me again. I know he got in trouble or something happened in prison.
He overdosed on medication.
That's what.
And they had to rush him to the hospital, but he is saying that they're trying to kill him because they're administering the medication and they gave him too much. So they're saying that the jail is trying to kill him, which, I mean, maybe he knows some shit from Diddy.
Oh,
maybe he's got some Diddy knowledge, Diddler knowledge. Dude, have you guys heard some of the crazy shit that they were saying at the trial? I mean, it's some pretty wild shit. He definitely loves just watching people, like that's like his thing, but like there's just some weird shit. Like,
are you talking about the nipple thing?
The nipple thing. Then there's some shit came out today, I think, for Tyler Perry. Was it not Tyler Perry?
I hope it was.
What's his face? The guy that does all the Black Grandma movies.
That's Tyler Perry. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is it Tyler Perry? Okay. Tyler Perry is getting sued for $260 million because he was sexually sending text messages and stuff to this other guy that was like part of his movie or something. And the guy's like, so he's another actor. He's suing him. But he's like, stuff's coming out because he would go to Diddy parties all the time. So, he's into some weird shit.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think Cat Williams even said that too about him, didn't he? Wasn't he one of the ones that Cat Williams was talking about?
I think so. He named a bunch of people.
And like a lot of it's been coming out. So I feel like he's, you know what? If he told me like, hey, the world's going to end in 2037, I'd be like, damn, that's going to happen. Like he's been accurate on everything else. I'll believe him.
Dude, have you seen some of the crazy videos from Iran? Like the bombs dropping and shit, dude. It is.
Yeah.
This is actually the one thing thinking about that I did kind of want to bring up with you guys. Could you imagine if our technology went back like another 150 years and you had people videoing like World War II? Like that's where we're at right now, where people are like, they're videotaping war like all the time with Ukraine, with Iran. But like, I'm thinking, like, what would these what would these vlogs look like if you're, George Washington, he's doing like, because like, obviously, you have Trump like minute by minute tweeting random crazy shit. You have literally the government of Iran tweeting crazy shit like, we're going to get you. And then they're like, how do you like this? And they're sending pictures of all these missiles. And you're like, why are you tweeting this shit while you're in a war? Like, it's crazy.
Could you imagine though, George Washington be like, Martha's about to give me this sloppy toppy after we get across the Delaware?
It's like, this is how I show you how I eat with my wooden teeth.
Yeah. I lit up because there was the AI video with George Washington, like him like sailing across the Delaware River. He's like, why am I doing this right now? It's so cold outside. Then him killing a bunch of Confederate soldiers. He's like, look at these bitches over here. They're all freezing and shit. I took all their stuff. And like, it's like the real version of him. It's authentic. It was good.
That's awesome. Like can you imagine him too? Just be like, Martha's got that tainted pussy. That's why these teeth came out. That's what we mean.
You have a fixation on Martha Washington's pussy.
I want to see that hairy vineyard. I want to go down to Martha's vineyard and I want to nibble on her dingleberries.
Oh,
yeah, boy. Yeah, you want some nachos? Me,
yeah, I was waiting for it.
No,
but like, what I'm saying though, right? Like it's wild with like the era of social media that we're in where you have like whole countries tweeting about them another country up. Like I was thinking about that today. I'm like, just like, what would life have been like for them if they had the technology that we do now? You know,
shot nukes already.
Oh yeah, probably. Probably. 100%.
It's just insane. Yeah, you said technology wise, where stuff is nowadays, and just it sucks to those people. Yeah, that's their life. That's all they know. They wake up every day hearing a freaking air raid go off, and there's just missiles going off like crazy. They don't know if they're going to die or live or die. I saw the live broadcast of that lady doing like a news report, and a bomb hits, and like everything just goes, and like she's screaming and running for her life. I was like, "That's right, yeah."
Could you imagine being in like Hiroshima and everything, and like some guy getting on X like, "Miss me, bitch," and then everybody else is just dead around him, and just being like, This episode's gonna get taken down so quick. That's gonna be the thumbnail of like Hiroshima.
So far, we've talked about horses, humans, the WNBA, Hiroshima, and Martha Washington's pussy.
And don't forget AI porn as well. You know,
yeah,
AI. That AI is a bitch. Oh my god!
On a span of 20 minutes.
We got dangerous minds put together, man. We can come up with anything. And don't forget the petabytes.
Name of the episode.
Well, and that was going to remind me too. You guys were talking about the amount of storage because of everything taken too. There was a TikTok that I seen where this guy was filming underneath people's skirts. It's not funny, but just of course it's on my For You page. But this guy was doing it, and he was doing it by holding like a gift bag with a box in there that a camera was attached to. And so he was just swinging it down below like he was walking close to people and would get videos up their skirts. And
he's smart.
and he had over 5. That's again, agree with you. Terrible.
It's smart.
Because whenever I saw that,
Terrible.
I gave him kind of credit. I go, that's actually a good idea. Like, it's not bad. Okay, all right. Terrible,
Surprised
but
it's taking this long.
yeah, I was like, genius. And like, it was small little compact bag, and I'm thinking, I'm like, how do you get the camera in there and everything like that?
What's the setup look like?
And I was like, how is he doing that? But so they said that they arrested him and they obtained 500 gigabytes of data of him doing that. And I'm like, damn,
Wow.
that's insane.
I mean, well, technically, that could be like 50 decent videos. It could be like 1,000 very grainy vaginas. Like very like you're like, oh, I think that's a vagina. I don't know.
It's a sandworm.
It could be like 5 high def, like you could see everything, like butthole. You know, you don't really know. Like 500 gigs sounds like it's a lot. It's really not. It's like in today's day and age. I mean, dude, just my video for my podcast is 2.5, 3 gigs, typically. You know what I mean?
You gotta think though, he's not filming the same cooch for an hour. So I mean, this is a substantial amount. You know what I mean? So there's
that is true.
He's accumulated a lot of information, and
I gotta do the math now.
No, and the thing is too though is it was in a foreign country, so you were talking about it being blurry. I don't know if you guys remember back in the day too. A lot of that, Japanese stuff was always blurry anyway. So he was able to sell that stuff without any editing.
All right. So what do you think? How much space do you guys think 10 seconds of high def would be?
500.
We think 500 megs?
Yeah.
1 gigabyte.
I'll go. Let's go 100 megs for 10 seconds, right? Because we're thinking maybe 10 seconds, right? That seems like right. So 100 megs. So if you got 500 gigs,
this nerd doing math.
I'm gonna have to figure this out. Give me some time here. I want to know how many vaginas that would equate to.
All I picture is like sandworm from Dune.
Sandworm from Dune.
It's got to be a lot, right?
Dude, yeah, you're right. Because I mean, if he's filming it that way, it's got to be. I mean,
10 seconds to a minute.
5-10 seconds. Tops,
that's
right.
That's what I'm thinking. Is if it depending on the video, if you probably want the angle of it sneaking up, whatever, and like that can't be more than a minute interaction. I wouldn't think. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but I forget what country it was in, but it was, and I don't want to look it up because I'm gonna have petabytes and upskirt videos all within like a 10-minute time frame on my computer. My IP address is gonna get looked at very heavily.
So let's see, 5,000 10-second videos.
Jesus,
that's a lot.
That's a lot of pussy.
That's a lot. And that's just, that's 10 seconds. I mean, if it's a minute, then you're talking a lot less. If it's a minute, then you're talking 500, but that's still a lot.
Do you think he struck gold if he found a tranny?
Do you think he makes a bet to himself? He's just like, that's a kibasa. Like that was. And he was in a foreign territory, so if it was in Bangkok or something like that, or Thailand and stuff.
Oh, that's a regular thing. Maybe he was doing it just to make sure.
Which can't be too careful in these days. So maybe give him a little bit of a lighter of a sentence if that was his reasoning. Who are we to judge? I don't know. People keep saying I need to travel to a different country. Probably not.
You've never been out of the country?
Never.
Wow.
I know. Been to the Midwest hellhole known as Branson several times. That's but yeah, no, I've been to each coast, but never
been to each coast.
Yeah, never been. I've been near Canada within like an hour. I don't think I've been near Mexico too several times too, but never crossed the border. I don't even have my passport.
I've only been in Mexico a little bit when we went I did a cruise when I was younger, so we went to Cozumel. What about you, Good? You've been all over the place, right?
Yeah, I've been all over the place. I've traveled a lot.
That's
So
what
you got to get out and about, even.
Yeah, I'm too broke. I can't even go to the neighboring town next door. Like what? Like that's I know because like even the lady that I work with, like her husband has a very very good job in the military, and she was talking about how she's like, yeah, I'm traveling with him. He's going to be working while I'm going to Italy, Germany, all these other different. I'm just like, what? And she's like, oh yeah. And I was like, bitch, how can you afford that? I know how much you make. It's less than me. And she's like, I don't have to work. She's like, Daddy makes good money. She's like, I work here for these trips. And I was like, that's insane. But she's in her 50s. Her kid's grown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, what kind of life could you imagine just going to the job knowing, like, I'm using this so I can go travel the world.
Yeah, I don't need you, bitch.
Yeah. And she's racked up enough time now where she gets 3 weeks off and she's like, this job's cake. You know, I'm like, that's insane. I'm over here just being like, can I have out my card this week? Or is that, you know what I mean? And I'm like, and I make more money than her. I was like, damn, that's insane. And she's like, oh yeah. She's like, this place pays like shit. She's like, cheap travel. She's like, so she gets cheap air travel because of her husband being in the military, because he's air guard or whatever. And
Air Force.
yeah, so I was like, so
He mixed National Guard with the Air Force. Yeah, the people that guard the sky, it's fine.
It's been in the news a lot, and it's okay.
Well, that's so. This one is we have like a local air guard base, and that's what he is. But I forget what he's. She tries to tell me he's like super important in this field, and I'm like, damn. I was like, he sounds like he's like second in charge, and she's like, yeah, he pretty much is. And I was like, dang, okay, good for you, girl. And my cousin who was stationed at that base, and I was like, hey, this guy. And he goes, oh fuck that guy. That guy's such a pussy. And I'm like, you can say that about the guy who's second in charge. He goes, second in charge? He's like the secretary of like the 30th guy in charge. And I'm like, So I'm waiting for the moment where I catch, like when she pisses me off, and I'm like, your husband ain't shit, bitch.
Your husband's a secretary.
Apparently he still makes good money. So I was like, should I do some secretary work? And I'm like, damn. But she's like, oh, he's gonna have a terrible time. He gets his first trip is over to Hawaii for a couple days. And I go, immediately, I was like, yeah, he sounds like he's having such a terrible time. She's like, yeah, then he's gonna be in Germany and like Austria and all these other places. She's like, yeah, he's gonna work the entire time. She goes, I'm gonna go shop and do this. And I'm like, that's crazy. That's insane. I couldn't imagine. Like I said, I can't even afford to drive.
So it's like the vlogger people that, you know, their job is to travel. You know, it's like I have a 45-minute drive to work where I want to murder people. By the time I get to work, I'm already angry. And then I deal with work. 12 to 15, depending on which way I take it.
That's insane. So I'm bless you, child. Go away. Mount Rushmore. Yes.
Damn. Every time.
I am telling you.
It was there. It was right there.
If you say Mount Rushmore when someone's getting ready to sneeze, it is 95% effective. I promise you.
I'm crying, but it went out.
That's shit. No, bring me back though. ADHD mind. Mount Rushmore. What we were just talking about before that.
Now I forget.
Damn.
Oh, the vloggers traveling.
Oh yeah. Do you guys ever get on a train?
Yeah.
Yes.
I never have. I looked it up to travel because I was like, this can't be that expensive, and I was like, it's got to be cheaper than flying. It is.
No, it's way more expensive.
Yeah, I was like, and it takes longer. I was like, get out of here. No way. And Spirit's been cheap. I was looking at airline flights for this like job interview and shit, and I was like, this is gonna run me like or cost me an arm and leg. Less than $100 to fly, and I was like,
yeah.
Don't you ever take Spirit Airlines, sir.
I've done it several times. I'll do it
again.
You're insane. You are insane.
I take it from hops from BWI down to Florida when I do my Universal Halloween Horror Night stuff.
It ain't bad, especially if you're traveling for a couple nights.
Quick trip, 3 hours.
See,
absolutely not.
Hey, out of all of those plane crashing and stuff like that, I haven't seen one of them been Spirit.
That's because it's always half full, and half the people get thrown out before they even make it.
And that's the thing.
They're trying to hurry up and get it out of there.
And that's the thing, the service is shit. I remember the first time I got on Spirit, I was like, hey, she's like, hey, you want a drink? And I was like, yeah, I'll take a Coke or whatever.
$5.
She's like, all right. Yeah, that's what she's just like, $4.75, hun. And I go, and I was like, and I had my earbuds in, and I go, no, I said just a Coke. I don't need anything to drink, no Jack or anything like that in it. And she starts laughing. She goes, no, we charge for the Coke. And I go, keep it. Get out of here. I was like, you charge for this stuff? And like the people like in the row were laughing with me. And they're like, dude, that's how this plane is so cheap, or this flight's so cheap. And I go, it makes sense. But I was like, damn. And I was like, I hit this pen right before we got on the flight. I got cotton mouth I would have packed some more gum. Ridiculous. But I did look at the time. That is, I know these episodes are getting short, but guess what? This was the last week of T-ball. So we'll start to film at an earlier time. We'll be able to get at least 45 minutes into an hour. And then rumor has it, Burley is getting set back up with his stuff. So we may even see his face around here again. So, gentlemen.
Wow.
I know. And was that a 75-inch monitor that was in that picture?
Yeah.
2 of them?
I believe it was 2.
That's just blasphemous. I envy you guys so much, especially Max, with you not having kids. I enjoy my kids tremendously, but the freedom that you have to spend money on whatever that you want. Oh,
yeah, we do get to enjoy ourselves quite a bit.
And the fact that you had a Super Bowl win recently too makes me just. Eventually, you're going to get like ALS or something. Like something good's going to happen. Something good's going to happen to me for that to happen to you. So, but anyways, gentlemen, I appreciate your time, and everyone listening, we appreciate you as well. Be sure to check out everything Beard Law Studio related, and we hope you guys have a good one. Gentlemen, you have anything to say?
Yeah, nothing.
Didn't think so.
We're all the trash cans.
Suspense.
There we go. All right, let's hit that outro.
Tony, Matt, Tyson, Goot, you been and Rob are bringing this show for y'all. They're gonna say what they want and keep it raw with the show called Bodywrong.